Welcome to Lesson 2, Maze and Bee. Today, while completing Lesson 2 of the course, you will create a program for a given task using sequential steps. You'll have to count the number of times an action should be repeated and represent it as a loop. You'll analyze a problem and complete it as efficiently as possible without using too many blocks. And you will use conditionals to assess which action to use for a given step. Some of our key vocabulary can be found further down in this page, and the rubric is below. You can stop the video here and log into your code.org account and begin Lesson 2 of the course on your own. If you get stuck on one of the puzzles, return to this video and find the section about the puzzle for extra help. If you look at the top of the screen, it will show which puzzle or bubble we're on in the video. Puzzle 1. We have to complete this puzzle with 6 blocks or less, and we only have 3 types of code blocks to utilize. Let's start with a move forward. If you'd like, it can be helpful to press Run to see where it's going to go. From here, we want to turn left. Again, I can press Run to check that it was right before I add more blocks. Let's move forward again. Sometimes it helps to put your finger on the screen and do a simulation of where the sprite should move or turn. Let's turn right and move forward. And when we press Run, we have reached the pig. I hope that this helped you on this puzzle. If you needed it, you can pause here and try the next puzzle on your own. Come back to the video if you need more help. Puzzle 2. We have to complete this puzzle in 9 blocks or less, and we still have 3 codes to choose from. I'm going to use my finger on the screen to help me simulate where to go and which way to turn. Let's start with a move forward. Then let's say that you put a turn left next. Press Run and see what happens. When we did the simulation, it appears that we turned the wrong direction. By doing the coding step by step, we are decomposing the puzzle into parts, which is a computational thinking skill. Let's fix our turn, and now I'm going to use my finger to simulate how many move forwards I will need. I think we're looking at 3 move forwards, but let's double check by pressing Run before we go any further. Running each step can help you to isolate problems in your code if there are any. Looks like 3 move forwards did the trick. Now my finger wants to take a left. Running it looks good. Let's add 2 move forwards. We reached the pig! I hope that it helped you. If you needed assistance, you can pause here and try the next puzzle on your own. Come back to the video if you need more help. Puzzle 3. Now we need to begin using the computational thinking skill called pattern recognition. Look for things that repeat and simplify the code using a repeat loop. In this short puzzle, we just need to move forward enough times to reach the pig. I'm going to use my finger or cursor to simulate the moves. And it appears that we need 5 move forwards. 5 move forwards is over our block limit, So let's replace these and use a repeat loop instead. We reached the pig! I hope this helped you. If you needed assistance, you can pause here and try the next puzzle on your own. Come back to the video if you need more help. Puzzle 4. Even though we know we will use some repeat loops because we can only use 5 blocks, I'm going to go ahead and put down the whole sequence so that we can try to recognize patterns. Use your finger or cursor to simulate the moves and turns. My finger says that we should move forward 4 times to get to the corner, but I might want to press run just to double check that that step was right. Now my finger thinks we should turn right. Looks good. Looks like 4 more forwards, another right, and some more move forwards. Do you recognize a pattern yet? Let's move the stacks side by side to see if we can decompose what chunk is the pattern. Now that we've identified the pattern, let's use a repeat loop. We still have too many blocks. Is there another pattern? Ah, the move forwards. Let's put those in a repeat block too. We reached the pig! I hope this helped you if you needed assistance. You can pause here and try the next puzzle on your own. Come back to the video if you need more help. Puzzle 5. Up in the instructions, they even tell us that we are going to need to repeat something 3 times. Before I identify a pattern, I want to decompose the steps of the sequence. Use your finger to help you simulate the steps. Turn left, move, move, get nectar, run to check. Good. Turn left, move, move, get nectar. Let's press run to check. Still good. Turn left, move, move, get nectar. But we have too many blocks. Let's look for the pattern now. I'm going to line up some stacks side by side to see a pattern. Now let's introduce our repeat 3 loop. Our bee has completed the puzzle. I hope this helped you. You can pause here and try the next puzzle on your own. Come back to the video if you need more help. Puzzle 6. I see a zigzag pattern already. Sometimes it's tricky to visualize which way to turn. If your finger doesn't help you, stand up and visualize yourself as the bee to simulate which way to go. Take a moment and do this now. It looks like we'll start with a turn right, forward, turn left, move forward. That takes care of our zigzag or staircase pattern, but we also need to get nectar, so let's put one of those in. How many times are we going to zigzag? Use your finger now to follow my cursor and say zigzag with me. How many times do we end up saying zigzag? Zig, zag, zig, zag, zig, zag, zig, zag, zig, zag. Let's press run to check our zigzag code so far. Looks good. Now, how many times do we need to make honey? Correct, 5. Let's run that to see how it works. Our bee has completed the puzzle. We used simulation, pattern recognition, decomposition, and an algorithm for a zigzag. I hope this helped you. You can pause here and try the next puzzle on your own. Come back to the video if you need more help. Puzzle 7. I hope you guys are watching the videos that are at the beginning of some lessons. In this puzzle, we are going to use a conditional. In this case, an if at flower block. This block will check to see whether or not we are at a flower before it tries to get nectar. Using my finger, I know we are going to move forward 3 times. And then the question mark means we need to use a conditional because it's unknown. If at flower, get nectar. Let's run it. That works, but this isn't the only solution for this depending on what patterns you see. We could also save ourselves a block by using a repeat for the 3 move forwards. Also, it should work whether we put the conditional inside with the move forwards or just be done at the end. Our bee has completed the puzzle. We used pattern recognition and conditionals. I hope this helped you. You can pause here and try the next puzzle on your own. Come back to the video if you need more help. Puzzle 8. Again, I hope you're choosing to watch the Code.org videos along the way. Now we are going to use a conditional called an if-else. When B gets to the question mark, it will be one of 2 things, either a flower or a honeycomb. If it's at a flower, we can get nectar. Otherwise, B will make honey. If there was a third option, we might not want to use the if-else. See if you can solve this on your own. Pause here. How did you do? Check to see if you did it the same as me. Move, move. If at flower, get nectar, else make honey. Our bee has completed the puzzle. I hope this helped you. You can pause here and try the next puzzle on your own. Come back to the video if you need more help. Puzzle 9. I'm seeing another zigzag pattern, so I know there will be right turns and left turns. I also notice some question marks, which means we'll need to use a conditional block like if else. Use your finger or stand up to figure out which way the bee should turn first. Which way do you think we should start? Did you say left? Let's press run to check. Okay, so our first turn is a left. That means that our next turn will probably be a right because it's a zigzag or stair pattern. Why don't you pause here and see if you can get to the first question mark. Okay, so I turned left, moved forward twice, turned right, moved forward once, and then used a conditional to decide whether to get nectar or make honey. It looks like we are in position to repeat this pattern how many times? How many times do we go zigzag? Zig zag, zig zag, zig zag. Did you say 3? Okay, let's try 3. Our bee has completed the puzzle. We used pattern recognition, simulations, and a zigzag algorithm. I hope this helped you. You have completed Lesson 2, Maze and Bee. Look up at the top to make sure all of your bubbles are dark green. If any are light green, it means you can go back and solve the puzzle with less blocks for more points. If any are white, you need to go back and try to solve them. Thanks for joining me, and see you next time.